I really spent my whole life literally hating my skin tone, and I feel like that's something I really want to talk about. I grew up in a mainly white high school, and I really felt like such an oddball, and I felt like dark wasn't beautiful, but I got dark today, and I love it.
Okay, so back in elementary school, we all used to go to this one pool, and they were having a huge event for this one artist that had just released a song. And so the radio station was there, and literally everyone that you could possibly think of was there from different schools, and it was a really big deal. And I remember specifically that Banana Boat was the sponsor of the event. And as an elementary school kid, it's really cool to get free stuff. And so Banana Boat was just giving out like free self tanners and sunscreen. And that year at school, I had gotten bullied so much, more than usual, but especially about my skin tone. And a lot of the people that bullied me were also at this event. So, anyway, I saw that they were giving out free samples, so I ran over and grabbed a bottle, and I didn't read what the bottle said. I just immediately started putting it on because I was super excited about it. And I remember like one of the girls from the group literally pointing at me and laughing, and they said at literally the top of their lungs, they were like, ah ha ha, Cheryl's gonna get so dark now. And I looked down, and turns out I had gotten self tanner instead of sunscreen. And I kid you not, literally adults were also laughing. Like everyone in the whole entire vicinity that could hear this girl was laughing their heads off and pointing and laughing at me. And I wish I could make this stuff up, but literally it was like out of a movie. And I had already promised myself during the school year that I would never cry in front of those types of people. And so I went into the bathroom quickly because I felt the tears coming, and I just started to bawl. And I was literally rinsing the self tanner off of my body. And one of the girls ended up following me into the bathroom, and she literally just went up to my face and was like, "Now you're never going to be light." And I laughed because I'm just like, looking back now, I'm just like, whoa, like, why was this so intense? But anyway, I ended up leaving the event early, and I went home, and I wish I could tell you that that was like my villain origin story and that's when I started loving myself. But honestly, I spent the whole night in the bathroom scrubbing myself to the point where my skin was hurting because I was so worried that I was going to get darker than I already was and that I was going to get made fun of even more. And looking back, I wish there were more people that affirmed how beautiful my skin actually was. And honestly, I feel like it would have made a world of difference to hear that a lot more, or even just see that affirmed in media. But when I say that I love my skin now, I feel like it comes from a really deeply cored place because I had to build that love from the ground up. And no one really talks about having to go on a journey where you have to build that self confidence up yourself because it's simply not being affirmed to you from anywhere else. And now I'm sitting outside and excited to soak in rays, and I'm not worried about getting darker because honestly, it's so great and so healing. And as I've been on this journey of loving myself, I feel like it's come from the inside as well, like my emotional intelligence and being able to connect with others and heal. And I'm so grateful now because I'm a mom and I'm a mom to a daughter. And so I feel like now I get to pass down a lot of self healing that I've been able to experience onto her just through the way that I behave and how I treat myself. And my husband and I make sure to affirm her almost every single day because we realize that being able to hear that at a young age is extremely empowering, and it can start to be the voice that she tells herself in times where people who might be projecting or feel threatened by you try to put that onto you. And I'm so grateful that even now I have examples and that my daughter will have examples of people that are embracing themselves and loving themselves fully. I think that's just so aspirational, and I'm glad to be a part of it. And to anyone who's basically grown up feeling like they were never the standard of beauty and have had to build that self love and that radiance from the inside out, it doesn't go unnoticed and it's highly valuable, especially today.